Okay, we want to create a box plot, and Excel actually won't do this for you, but it's really easy to do by hand. And really, all you have to know how to do is find the five number summary. So I'm going to open up my data in Excel just because it's an easy way to have it sorted. Now they've already sorted this data for you, but if you didn't already have it sorted, that would be your first step, is to sort it. And then what we need to do is the five-number series summary. So what's the five-number summary? Well, it's the minimum, the maximum, and then the three quartiles, the first, second, and third. The first quartile is the 25th percentile, the second quartile is the median or the 50th percentile, and the third quartile is the 75th percentile. So I just need to find each of those. So I can see easily there's my minimum, there's my maximum. That was really easy. Now I need to find the 25th. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to I have 18 values, and I want to know what value number is the 25th. So that's 4.5. Remember, we always round up, so that's the fifth value, so right there. Then I'm going to do the same thing again for the 50th and the 75th. So 18 is 0.5. That's 9. But remember, when it comes to whole numbers, you average. So I'm going to average these two. And this makes sense for the median, right? Because the median you always average if they're even. So I'm going to average 9 and 10. And so 15.5, that is my median or second quartile. Now if I would have just put in median of this whole thing, A through A18. Oh, helps to put in the right. I would have got the same answer. And then I want to do the 75th. So same thing here. I'm going to do 18 times 0.75. No, not what I just put in. And so that's the 14th, because you always round up. So there we go. So there's my five-number summary. So I'm going to come here, and this says type in, so let's see here, 4, 10, 15.5, 37, not 387, and my largest one is 64. And we've got our five-number summary. Now we just need to find which of these match up. So when you're doing this, the whiskers, these parts out here, they go from the first to last. So like this first one has to be at 4 and this last one has to be at 64. So like we can look at these and you can see that looks like it's about 64. That looks like it's about 64. That is not 64. That's under 64. So right now I know, okay, based on just that information, it's A, B, or C. And this is really easy to draw by hand. You'd just be, drawing out a scale. Then I'm going to look for the next one, 10. So that's this first line. That's my box. So my box, there's my quartiles. And the first one, where it starts is the first quartile, where it ends is the second. And that line in the middle, that's the median or the second quartile. And what's nice about that is that it'll tell you skew. If it's not in the middle, you've got a skewed data set. As you can see, this probably is going to be. So I'm looking, I want this first line at 10. So you can see there's 10, there's 10, there's 10. This one has to be at 15.5. Well, that could be at 15.5. That's not. Okay, so I'm between A and C. Then I'm looking at 37 as my, so right here my answer is C, because you can see that's not at 37. And so that is my box plot. And that's all there. Really, it's all just about finding that five-number summary and being able to match them up. You could obviously draw this by hand really quickly. Same thing, you're just writing in those lines. The work is right here in the five-number summary.